What is up, boys and girls? Today is a sad day. It is the day where I have to say goodbye to Kava here and goodbye to housing. So back to the car I go tonight. Our last hike. So I thought I'd come up to Donner Summit, which seems to be a great place for Kava and an optimal spot for views. I really just love the start of this snowshoe hike through this little tunnel here. It's really cool. It would be nice to continue to do some of these daily walks, adventures, and videos with the dog. But I think people like me, we have to sacrifice everything, especially a lot of our humanity. I always knew I didn't really deserve much in life. I thought maybe a roof and maybe the right to have pets of some kind, but slowly everything gets stripped away. And I might not have much left as even more time goes on. And I think that I need to come to the realization that complaining about how the world is and how some benefit more from the systems than others, and the only thing I have control over really is my own autonomy and my own self. This is really steep. So I can control not drinking alcohol and not doing drugs, and what other people think about me, and perhaps even the opportunities given are out of my control. I watched some videos about people going to California and how they think it's so terrible about all the homeless and how they're all terrible people. They're all drug addicts, alcoholics, losers. I never really thought of myself like that, but maybe it's true. Maybe I'm just a loser left behind from society. I do all I can, but you know what? Once a loser, probably always. And there's probably really no way to escape it. It's just maybe destiny. Maybe there's something wrong with my brain. But even if a W or a win, it would be minor. It would be nice to have one every once in a while. But it's getting hard to maintain the motivation. Sometimes it's better to just live continually in a bad circumstance than to have that glimpse of something more and then having to go back to your meaningless existence. It's funny, I get a lot of comments about coming too close to these cliffs. I always search them out because I think they're great views. But it's funny, people are always like, you gotta be really careful, bring survival gear. And I don't think that you guys truly understand that if I fell off of this, it would literally be a blessing to just have it all ended. I can't do it myself, but if happenstance comes my way where a deadly accident happened, I wouldn't necessarily complain. There isn't really much in the future I found for me. And so risky behaviors, risky adventures aren't really the worst thing that could happen. I mean, it would be worse to lose Kava here, of course, but she's safer than me at least. And yeah, so I try to just be nice about it and agree. But you know, deep down, I don't give a shit. The path gets pretty sketchy right up here. It looks like some actual rock climbing right through here. Careful on the ledge. So this is where I just came up. That's a straight shot down. And I gotta go up this right here. This little ledge. Looks doable. I might have to come back down. I don't know if Kava can make it. We'll see what's up there. Huh. I couldn't even film coming up that. This right here, that was literally straight up and down with basically this kind of a drop. Normally I would film going up something like that, but I needed all limbs on duty for that one. Woo! And Kava here, she just went straight up it. No problem whatsoever. This is all just air. It's where you lose your equilibrium because there's no baseline for your eyes. It's intense. I think for a while I'm gonna stop checking the YouTube studio and checking the comments. Maybe I just need a break. Perhaps I'll make videos and one day there will just be no more videos, and then all of you can know that that was the end of me on this rock. Perhaps I will serve my purpose for a bit longer and then just call it a job decently done and flow off into the void. It kind of blows my own mind that I've been traveling around to some of the most beautiful places in California. I'm like up here on this beautiful mountain right now. And you would think that I should have no excuses. But for some reason my brain just won't get out of my fucking way. It's just like, there's no place you belong. If you died, no one's gonna care. You have no worth to society. You just drive on fucking Uber and you're just a 44-year-old homeless guy who will never have a relationship, never get married or have kids, or have anything of like significant assets to your name. And that you belong nowhere. That's like the reoccurring theme. It just circulates. I guess I try to lie to myself and say that things are fine and good. But I just don't know what to do. I know I need to stop blaming society. I only have myself to blame for allowing myself to even get in this predicament. And I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how much longer I can handle living in a car and trying to find places to shower, to go to the gym, to try and eat healthy, Wi-Fi to upload videos, just running a heater to dry off a towel from the gym, having soaking wet shoes and putting my feet in them day after day. I'm just like this huge complainer, and I do nothing to fix it, I guess, and nor do I know how. I don't know. I probably shouldn't post this video. Kind of in a way, Tahoe is where my journey began after a divorce and losing my job at Nike, and this whole nomadic life a little over 10 years ago, I suppose. This is where it began, and just being out here, I feel like this would be a fitting place for it all to then finish too. So I think I'd be content. I know I'd be content. I'm not think. Even though I know that my brain is just not as healthy as most people's, and I don't think it will allow me to be. Unless I take some kind of medications, I suppose. But I'd rather live in this level of just mild depression every day and not really caring it in a way. It's kind of freeing than to medicate and like feel absolutely nothing. At least I'm motivated to go on adventures and seek out some kind of purpose in life and seek out a place where I belong, which I haven't found and might not ever. But at least there's still that light within me that pushes me to find a place. And when that light fully extinguishes, then it's okay to then just move on from this existence. That's the only thing I have left, so I'll hold on to that for the time being and see how long it lasts. It's crazy that someone like me even has the audacity, when thinking about it, to have an opinion on society. Someone who isn't worth the dirt that they walk upon. Who am I to judge anyone? Ooh, whoa, that's a deep hole. But I think I live in such a state of delusion to think that my opinion, thoughts, anything is really that valuable. And I'm not talking to anyone out there. I'm talking to myself basically in this video. Maybe I can watch this back and gain some insight. But I don't know, after thinking about the last few days, thinking that it's like some righteous message, I don't have any of that. I'm not even worth listening to, nor my thoughts. And the truth is, like, my mind and body is just so battered down. I don't even know if I'm not even making sense to myself anymore, and I'd imagine nor to anyone else. I have to say, it's very nice being up here. Just the solitude. No one being around. I mean, the occasional person, I suppose, but really, as far as I can see, in every direction, just nobody. I think that's where I thrive the most. Where no one else is. I just gotta figure out a way to make that more of a reality, perhaps. In the solitude and just utter aloneness, I think I could find more happiness and peace. I've never seen this part of Donner Peak. This is a big cliff section. It's weird, I've never actually come over here. This might be one of the most frightening spots I've ever been. But I need to maybe acclimatize myself to more danger. Don't look at cliffs and this with fear. I think look at it as freedom from all of this. Okay. Hey, say goodbye to the camera. Say goodbye to the camera. Ruff, ruff. Bye. Your parents get home later today. So that's it. And maybe I'll see you guys in the next one. Or maybe not.